On this show, we are asking a question, and we are saying, did Mnangagwa's government really donate medical supplies to Botswana? The report that we are seeing here with a video evidence shows that it is alleged that Emmerson Mnangagwa and his funny government have actually given or donated medical supplies to Botswana. Our story really is, there is nothing wrong with neighboring countries helping each other. We love Botswana people, and Botswana people have actually helped a lot. We love our South African brothers, Zambian brothers, because these people have really helped in accommodating a lot of our people who are fleeing from oppression and political persecution and you name it in our own country. But the million-dollar question is, do we really have access? Do we really have enough medication that we are able to even donate to Botswana? Because Botswana has had reports that their health system has been suffering from, these medical shortages, medical supply shortages. Like, I will repeat this again. There is nothing wrong with helping our sister country and our fellow neighbors. But we know for years and years going back, Zimbabwe has never had enough in its hospitals. When I'm saying enough, it's actually even an exaggeration. Zimbabwe literally has nothing in the hospitals. Literally nothing. So I don't know where Mnangagwa and his Gananda are taking this medication from that they are even sending to help Botswana. If we look at our economies, Botswana has a better economy than Zimbabwe. When it comes to government itself, the government of Botswana has more money than the government of Zimbabwe. I want people to understand here. I know somebody might want to argue. The government of Botswana has more money than the government of Zimbabwe. And what do I mean there? If you are not going to think deeper, you might think that I'm wrong and you might want to argue, but let me help you. The government of Zimbabwe itself is broke. Money is in Zimbabwe is in the hands of individuals. Money is in the hands of the cartels of Mnangagwa, these Gananda cartels. Those are the ones that have money. Any money that goes into the coffers of government is siphoned quickly. Remember, Wanagwa Matanga being exposed even in parliament. Vachitora ma kickbacks anochikisa, right? So, which means the government coffers in Zimbabwe is always empty, right? Empty. I'm not married. But money is siphoned from government system into individual pockets. Then the minerals that we have in our country, all the vast mineral resources that we have, they are being controlled by the cartels again. And the money is not going to government, it's going into the hands of cartels. So the Zimbabwean government as a government itself is broke. And Botswana, the corruption that we see in Zimbabwe is not what is in Botswana. Definitely not. So automatically it means Botswana government has more money than the Zimbabwean government. So for us to have the Mnangagwa government donating medical supplies to Botswana, this is a big problem. This is a big problem here because people are failing to find literally even Panadol. Awiskuiwana Panadol chapaparinyatwa. Major hospitals in Zimbabwe hazikuwana Panadol. Pain killer chayo amuna. Saka iyi mishonga yavari kuendesa kuBotswana vari kuiwanepi. Pela sikhuluma ukuthi izibhedlela zethu azina la Panadol awuyiboni ezibhedlela. Ama major hospitals zethu akala ngitsho iParacet ngwayo. So nxa laba besithi bona bathumeze i-medical supplies eBotswana bayithatha ngaphi i-medical supplies le? Why ingabonakali fika layo ngena kuzibhedlela zethu? What's happening? No, this is a very sad scenario. You still remember the issue of the food again that Mnangagwa took to Mozambique last time? He took, lorries and lorries of food. Mozambique. While we have many families in Zimbabwe that are failing to put a meal on the table. But anyway, we know what causes this. We have a government that hates its people in Zimbabwe. Ndochokwadi chaicho chaicho. Tine hurumende inovenga vanhu vayo muZimbabwe. Why ichitivenga kudai hurumende? Inoziva kuti hatina kuivhotera and inoziva kuti hatiidi. And inoziva kuti given a chance vanoswera vabviswa nevanhu. Mnangagwa government yake bazonda maZimbabweans why bezonda maZimbabwe bayakwazi ukuthi amaZimbabweans ngabavotelanga and bayakwazi ukuthi futhi anytime amaZimbabweans bayakwazi ukubakhipha. That's why they've got this evil heart towards their own people. So they would rather do good for someone else, for other people who are not Zimbabwean people. Why are they not supplying these medical facilities or supplies and give South Africa and give Botswana and give other countries and say, okay, we want you to treat our citizens that are in those countries? They vachipa vachidaro ngavape vachiti taunza kuBotswana taunza kuSouth Africa toda kuti murape maZimbabweans ari ikoko. Right? Do you remember last time ana Ziyambi vachiramba muparliament? Kunza, how can you help kuti maZimbabweans vari outside the country vawane medical help? Ziyambi akati chi? Akati kuti Ziyambi muparliament. Asi vanowana mushonga wokunopa Botswana. Pakaipa. Ndibaba rudzi vanoti mumba masara tswanda yokupedzisira yehupfu. Nechimkuyu zvimdzonga zvitatu zvasara pamutariko zviri zvokupedzisira. Votakura zvinhu izvozvo vonopa vana vepa next door. Pamba pavo vana vavo nemukadzi vovata nenzara. What father does that? Muvavo wangapi okwanisa kuti atatu mukhwapa wokucina endlini lempupu yokucina anike unext door ifamily next door abantu abakhe lomfazi badlale belambile. Muvavo njani yena lo? In fact, anogozonzi baba say that person cannot even deserve to have that name. And these are ndo mweya yetsvina iri kurana nyika yedu. Kana chitaura kuti Zimbabwe iri kurangwa nemweya yetsvina, munotora sure mishonga iri kutenga vana veZimbabwe muchinoipa vanhu voku next door, asi muchinyima varidzi vemari iyoyo kuti vasarapwe. Varumeka, I don't know. It only takes prayer for our country. It only takes God's intervention in our situation. This is bad stuff. Let me just show you the video that is talking about this very issue. And Varakashi, as always, I don't know Ziva. Varakashi vari celebrate over that. And one of them, Ndeuyu Matigaru. Lujkeiri. Hence, the people of Botswana have received medical supplies from Zimbabwe as they battle a medicine supply crisis. And what about Zimbabwe? And the people of Zimbabwe will continue supporting their brotherly neighbors in the spirit of togetherness. We are one people separated by a small river. Zimbabwe has a number of pharmaceutical companies such as Caps, so what? Companies such as what? So, and so this in this video, this military man talks about it and he even confirms it. So the man, in other words, is simply saying that while we are waiting for our medication that we have ordered, we have agreed to take some medication from Zimbabwe and so on. So that's what the man is saying. For those that don't understand this one. but sitsaya kungwenyana since sihemetsi milimi ya rona kuri khoroge re santse re tsaya milimi nyana go Zimbabwe. That's what he's saying in Tswana. I can speak Tswana for your own information, right? I'm a linguist, very blessed. You won't know how many languages right. So otherwise, this is what it is. So family, it's really quite very interesting that we are seeing this kind of lack of empathy and sympathy for your own people. And I'm telling you. And this is what will make this government to go down. I see you know the kindness, manje. I see you know the kindness. Because kindness aidaro. Kindness aidaro. You don't take your the last food in their house, onopa neighbor, yo saravana vako vaurata nenzara, and then usina kana plan food. Rekuti uchazosupply vana vako say, I see your kindness iyoyo. Ubenzi. Ibu zanka. Akula kindness enjalo. So this is what we are facing, and it's really very bad. But anyway, what can we do? We keep praying and we keep believing, and God will give us freedom one of these fine days. As men of God, how are you, Mr. Chatuva? And those know it, but God is for everyone. But vanavavo vachatambura chete one day. Very, very true. Very true. Has kindness yomthakathi. Yeah, very good. Kindness yomthakathi. As Mkanyampire says, charity begins at home. Yes, say that again. Charity begins at home. You first of all feed your children before you can decide to go and give the neighbor. And yes, Apostle Mnangagwa hates Zimbos to the extent that now for you to get a business license, a background check should be done to prove that one is ZANU-PF. Just imagine. Family. Some of Zimbabwean issues may God listen through our hearts. Amen to that. My sister Judith, how are you? And Zimbabwe is broke in everything. I'm wondering why these have to supply other countries, and those countries they know. I mean, Utsinye. Chete. I'm just trying to buy Botswana to support them in their evil doing. They want to silence Duma Boko. Yeah, very, 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 very possible, and that nobody can dispute that. And this is insane, and yet hospitals here are empty, no medicines. Just imagine. And Nagogopiri, Mumbai, and Mumbamakwa, Muna Upu, Onekwa, Uchipa next door. Don't choke at church. What kind of a parent does that to their own family? And this is very sad and very pathetic, but that's the reality that we are facing. All this is going to come to pass. All this shall also be history. One of the fine days, we shall be talking about these things as history. Could such a thing once happen? Pakamboitika zvakati, pakamboita hurumende yaitopinda pamba next door mshonga, vanhu vachifa munyika mavo. It's going to be history one of these fine days. Let's keep praying and let's keep believing. God is faithful. Let's meet in the upcoming show.